let's go over to the business front where Nanika is standing by. Nana, what do you have for us this afternoon?
Well, this afternoon we're looking at some updates in the aviation sector, precisely the Kumasi Airport, and some more improvements there to ensure safety. Also, we have a week to Christmas. I know you're preparing, seeing the Christmas trees around you, but we're also gearing up, looking at activities in the Greater Accra region. Some traders have expressed optimism and others are still hoping that things get better. But what else is happening in the other regions, precisely the Ashanti region?
I know you've already bought your clothes.
Wendy, be careful. We'll talk about that later. But we have all these updates and more right here on the business segment. I'm Nanika Asari. Let's now go for the detail. And talking about some updates in the aviation sector, the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority has installed new instrument landing system at the Kumasi Airport. The 753,000 euros project, which is being financed by the government of Ghana, is to improve flight safety at the airport. Benjamin Edu has the detail.
Major flight landing projects being undertaken by the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority as part of efforts to upgrade Kumasi Airport are 80% complete. The 753,000 euro project includes construction of an aircraft localizer and a glide slope station. The localizer would guide aircrafts to the center of the runway even under harsh weather conditions, while the glide slope station would provide elevation information to aircrafts. The absence of the two installations at the Kumasi Airport had in the past resulted in the cancellation of flights to and from the airport, and in some cases, incoming aircrafts confronted with terrible visibility conditions were forced to return. Mathieu Banabi is the Assistant Director, Air Traffic Safety Electronics at the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority.
Useful, very, very useful to pilots, especially during bad weather conditions. Some time back, when the weather becomes very bad in Kumasi, aircraft either have to cancel flights or have to divert back to Accra. As soon as this installation is completed, that thing will be a thing of the past.
Right, so now some good news there for consumers who have issues when it comes to power outages and anything concerning electricity. We hope that this one really works well. Electricity consumers can now report power outages by sending a text message to short code 4455. The short code is 4455. Now, the Energy Commission says this is to monitor the frequency and duration of power outages from distribution outlets in Ghana.
The Energy Commission explained that consumers can register by sending their name and geocode to short code 4455 to report power outages. Although the toll-free short code service would not meet all the needs, the Director of Technical Service of the Energy Commission, Midday said it would enhance energy supply.
We are looking more at frequency, so it's not just that one outage, then we'll respond to it. What we are looking at is, for instance, in Teshi, this week the lights went off 20 times. That is an issue that we'll then take ECG on and find out what's going on. Now, the key thing here is that most people complain when the lights go off frequently. That is what we want to deal with. We are not promising that when the lights go off, immediately when you send off, somebody is going to fix it. That still needs a direct report to ECG.
How do Ghanaians perceive this new initiative?
Medication, just a church, because says Yampo, get a receipt, no hano. Omuntming into officials now more and a bimuna GM. Into him or back contact to be our TRC no because then you'll be on the way to my.
Anytime we buy the thing, it doesn't keep long. Then it go off. You will go and report. If you go, they'll tell you to come here. If you go here, they'll tell you you'll be going around. Say, "Phenomenal abanti." Problem now, my economy. Share never ya. Me test ya. Say, "But ya net that's."
Right, so looking at some more business activities, just a week to Christmas here in the Greater Accra region, traders are optimistic. Not all of them, but some, and others are still hoping that the market gets better as we hit the streets of Accra to sample some views from them. But we're going over now to the Ashanti region. How are activities also going in there? Is it really moving? Is it encouraging? And do they have any different views as is going on here in the Greater Accra region? Evans Inkum joins me from the Ashanti region. Hello, Evans. Good afternoon to you, and thanks for joining us on Midday.
Good afternoon, Ekia. Good afternoon.
Evans, let's look at the general mood a week ahead of Christmas.
Well, Ekia, Kumasi is very vibrant, especially here at the Central Business District, where you see hordes of people patronizing on various commodities. From morning till now, I have been exploring the Central Business District, and I can tell you lots of shops are cashing in, particularly clothing stores and other outlets that deal in Xmas presents. But conspicuously, and to me, what appears to be quite of a strange reasons, Christmas hampers are recording relatively low sales. I spoke to a couple of traders, and they actually linked the low patronage of Christmas hampers to government's position on fighting corruption in the various public sectors. And some also believe that perhaps consumers are beginning to form a paradigm shift in the market trading, hence the decline. So that is the nature of business here in the Kumasi metropolis.
Well, Evans, apart from activities like buying and selling, let's also consider the issue of security in the business district. Do we have enough security?
I can say that the entire city is engulfed with police, both day and night. I mean, you meet police. Yesterday, for instance, when myself and crew were returning from Obuasi, in almost every 100 meters, we meet police patrol team frequenting the Kumasi Obuasi highway. And I also understand that the same story is being replicated in the other peripheral areas. So I can say that policemen are on the ground, though we've not actually had any formal encounter with the Ashanti Regional Police Department on security arrangements ahead of the Yuletide. From general observation, I can confirm to you that policemen are on the ground and they are monitoring every single event that is ongoing or going on in the Kumasi.
Right. Evans, a quick one just before you leave. You would recollect on December 13, 2012, that is this year, just away from the Christmas activities before we go, when the presidential candidate of the United Front Party was asked to pay some fine for evoking cases in Asante. We're just doing a quick follow-up on that. Do you have any update on that particular issue?
Well, Nanaki, minutes to this report, I spoke to Odike, and he told me that he has not revoked the case on Asokwa. As if you also remember, we were given live update from the Queen's Palace, where there was a traditional court. There was actually proceedings at the traditional court where Odike issues was being heard for the first time. He and that of Nana Faith Bamwa Bafo the second, the Asukwahene, and the agreement or the ruling was that Odike actually erred in invoking the dreaded river deity or the river goddess and to curse both the KMA mayor and that of the Asokwa chief of Asokwa. He was actually fined and was asked to pay certain things. He paid, but he was also ordered to revoke the case, and that of the tradition, he has to go to Antwerp with that of the Asokwahene in order to overturn the case. But that has not been done yet. I spoke to Odike, and he was saying that there are certain things that he himself and Asokwahene have to settle before proceed to the revoke of.
All right, Evans. Okay, I'm sure we can join you later for more updates on that particular one, but that'll do for the business segment. Thank you so much for your time in the Ashanti region. Evans Inkom there in the Ashanti region, giving us more updates a week ahead of Christmas, and as well as some other updates on issues of cases and chieftaincy. We'll go more into that later on, but that'll do for business this afternoon. More updates later at 4:30 on Biz Brief. I'm Nanika Asari.